Okay, so we've just been to the shops, bought ourselves a new little toy, the ARB dual compressor. Tossing around with ideas on where to stick her. Obviously first option is under here, under the front boot, wedge her in here. As far as fitment goes, we can make a bracket up and get her wedged in. Drawback is everything's going to be tight and fiddly, so there's my backup spot. As far as I'm not too keen on putting it under the front boot, as my last ARB compressor was under there, and you can just tell the dirt and the water and stuff that gets to it it's not great. So what I was thinking, back when I just installed the drawers in the back of the Cruiser last week, transplanted them from the boot of the old Patrol into the 200 series, fit like a glove, everything works and slides. The old set of Black Widows, what I paid for them. I didn't want to let them go with the last car. So where I'm thinking is in behind here. When I was fitting the drawers in, there's whole piles of cavities and hidden little spots. The one thing I'm worried about is obviously the temperature. They get ridiculously hot, the air compressors, when they're going. That, and obviously airflow as well. You want to make sure it's able to breathe. But I'm thinking can tuck her in and hide her all up under here, and yeah, go from there. So first impressions of the actual compressor, getting it out of the boot, or getting it out of the box, sorry, it's bloody heavy. There's a bit of weight to her. Getting it straight out of the box, I'd probably bug it up. I've brought just the compressor, rather than, I think, the one that comes in like the fitted box. So I brought the compressor and the air tank separately, but it doesn't come with any airline fittings, any hoses, anything to hook it all up. It comes with a wiring loom and that's it. So I have to go back now to ARB to go get all the fittings to make it all work. I can't even hook my ARB airline into it. I have to get the fittings to make that happen as well. So yeah, a little bit of a bad taste, but yeah, if I had known at the start, I could have done it and made it happen, and yeah, gone from there. But yeah, excited. We'll keep you updated and see if we can get a wedged in the hole, and yeah, go from there. So we've been undergoing a little bit of renovations in the back of the old Sahara, just to keep the missus in the loop of how bad how much we've had to strip her out. Absolutely crap everywhere, all through the workshop. We'll get there, but so we've just had a little bit more of a wind. If you have a look about there, I've worked out that on the back of the panel, where the decorative trim, I suppose, that goes in the back, we've got this nice little box which accesses from the front. So I'm going to remove that. I'll make a nice little plate to go here, which will end up mounting our tank on, and then we'll plumb it all up, and then essentially what we'll have the compressor mounted essentially here, plumb it all in. You won't even know she's in there. Pay all this money for a sexy looking unit, no one's going to know what's in there. So we've made our template to go over here, which we can bang our tank hopefully in place. But I've just cocked up. I've just realised that the tank, I actually read the instructions probably a bit late, but I'm committed now, so bugger it. The tank is going to, because I'm mounting it sideways, it's going to collect water. So every 6 months or so we'll have to remove the tank, maybe drain the water out. I'll try and put a water catchment system first, but worst case scenario, I'll have to get it out of there. But yeah, we'll bang her on and see if she actually fits. First one. So it went in, managed to get all the screws lined up with my little template I traced out. First crack. Now the question is whether she's actually going to fit inside the car. So odds on. So it's been a busy day today. The boys have just knocked out the roof rack, just slipped that on, that just came in the Savo. So boys just chucked her up there. Old Mick from MSF Electrical chucked in the antenna for us, the old GME. Got her all wired in. We fitted in the UHF to the dash last weekend, so that one there is all good. Last thing now is the air compressor. As you can see, I'm still ginning around with this. Pressed up a bracket for it, which I'm still in the process of, I suppose, manufacturing. But that'll end up slipping in there, and that'll be all fitting in behind the behind their plastics and panels and whatnot. So a little bit buggered. I think it's about 10-11 o'clock at the moment, and yeah, she's been a big day of work, so we might pop in tomorrow and get the rest knocked on the head. Cheers guys. Okay, so we've pressed up our aluminium bracket. Holes all line up, original factory holes. So now we'll pull her out, chop this side out so I could get as much airflow in there as I could. And yeah, the air compressor should just drop straight in, line up and bolt in like it was brought from ARB. There we go. First official bolt in. She yeah, can't move it even if I wanted to. Nice sturdy 5mm plate, bit of alley. Now we've got the tricky bit. That was the easy bit. Took a bloody day to work it out. Now we've got to work that menagerie out. So after a little trip back to ARB, we've hopefully got enough hose fittings and bits and bobs, and now we've actually got the airline holes to go, well, the little knob to connect air hose into, because that doesn't come with a compressor. Who would have thought you'd actually need that? Little tip: when you are sealing a hose fitting or a gas fitting or an airline fitting, not many people know, but people lock up all the thread with thread tape, but where it actually seals, if you look on the end cone piece, that's where you want to put your gas goo. Yeah, right on that little nose there, and that's where it'll seat and give you the best seal. So still, you know, put a little bit on the thread, but that's not where the seal is. All right, so just keep that in the back of your mind. Moment of truth. Dry fit. We're should be all good to go. Sound of success. Sound of success. Got the whole team in there. So after 2 days of ginning around, we're done. We're in. Everything's back together again. Mrs. is bloody happy. We're not in 100 pieces. Have a look. Compressors in there, all the original panels all still work. Didn't have to drill a single hole in the car, so still got all the trims and whatnot, used all original bolts, everything, all wiring, all plumbed in, good to go. So I still have room to throw a auxiliary battery in here, and best part is she works, doesn't leak. I've been waiting for the air to come out of it for a while. Oh, listen to it. Look at that, eh? Sounds like a machine. Sound of success. Alright guys, Corey, Caravan King, job well done.